Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena stream. Today we're going to be doing Through the Omenpaths. So this is the first time I played it. We'll see how it goes. Seems like a weird draft format from what I've been seeing, although I don't know much about it, quite honestly. You know how that usually goes. So I realize the Pro Tour is going on right now, so you probably should be watching that instead of watching me try to poorly draft a new set. But if you are here, wonderful, welcome. And if you're watching this on the replay, welcome. Quickly before we get started, I do want to say thank you to FlipsideGaming.com. They are sponsoring this stream, and check them out. Head over to head over to FlipsideGaming.com, and they do have Spider-Man available there. They have pre-orders now for Avatar: The Last Airbender as well, if you're looking for that product, and a whole lot of other things, Magic related and otherwise. So check them out when you get a chance, for sure. Brought Spider-Man back up there. My thing is lagged. There we go. I was wondering what it was doing. Okay. Now it's gone again. But trust me, they have they have Avatar: The Last Airbender. They got Spider-Man. They got a whole lot more. They are a local game store, so I do appreciate their sponsorship. It is nice. I don't have a local game store that's great right next to me, but Flipside, for their locale, is a true game store, which is pretty awesome. So I do like that about them, and they've been awesome to the channel. So definitely check them out. If you make any purchases over $100, or if your order's only singles, shipping will be free in the U.S. as well, which is nice. And yeah, I'll have links. There's a link right now in the description, and I'm going to add one to the comment section as well once I finish up here. So if you're seeing it on the replay, it should be down there. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, shall we get into it? All right, let's do this. So it looks like kind of the idea here is to draft ally colors, which is a little bit weird. Unable to join the event, huh? All right, try again. It's a little scary. Network error. I wonder if this is down or if it's me. Here's what I'll do. Hang on. I'll just reset this stuff. So let me... We'll put Flipside back up. Maybe I can get that Avatar stuff up this time. We'll see. No, it's Spider-Man. What is it? That should be Avatar. Okay. I'll just reset this and see what it does. Yeah. Off to a fantastic start. I don't know if it's Magic Online or Arena that's down, or if it's just my connection, but we'll see. The stream's fine, so, but maybe just when I logged in, maybe something weird happened. So let's see. It's coming up quickly, so we'll know in a second. If you've been watching the Pro Tour, it's actually been kind of fun to watch. Modern is in a good place. A lot of variety, not like the standard tournament we saw from SCG recently. So, yeah, maybe we'll breathe a little life into Modern again. It does seem like a fun format right now, which is pretty cool. So, we'll see. I assume there may be some Modern cards on the Market Watch next week as well. All right. Well, we're back. Oh, maybe that's why the game type actually changed on me from when I started it up last time. Okay, so now they're not letting me play Premier Draft anymore. I can do drafts, traditional drafts, which maybe that's what we'll do. We can do sealed. Sealed's kind of boring though. I like sealed, but I don't know if y'all like watching sealed. They have pick 2 drafts, which that's awkward. Maybe we'll just do regular then, the sideboards. Yeah, I don't hate that idea. Okay, let's just do that. Well, that explains that. Hey, Cesareo. Don't know if I caught you here. I had my screen all juxtaposed, but hey, thank you again for all your support. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it, and for stopping by. And yeah, go watch the Pro Tour. Come back later. I was just saying, I don't know why anyone's here watching me today, but I think they're in. I think there's only 2 more rounds left, right? They have to find the last finalist and then the finals. But I was watching it right before I logged on. So, all right, let me go ahead and pull this down, and we'll get going here, hopefully. So that's a weird time to change the menu, though. It was like, I don't know. It was after 2 when I turned it on. So like sometime between 2 and 2:30, maybe 2:30. I don't know. That's weird. Actually, I think it was before 2:30. Anyway, so we're gonna play a little traditional draft. And like I was saying, this is a weird format. Like you kind of, it says over here, like modified is Azorius. You got blue black Connive. You got red black Mayhem. Kind of Ramp and Gruul and Web in the Selesnya. So yeah, you're looking for ally colors, I guess. So interesting. I'm sure you could piece something together, you know, not in those color combinations, but maybe, I don't know how well it plays. I don't know. I have no experience. Going in completely blind again, which every week I say I can't be doing this because I just throw away my gems and lose, and then next week I'm like, yeah, I didn't have time, so here we are again. Man, nobody's playing. Everybody's watching the Pro Tour. Oh no, they're playing. I'm sorry. Filled seats. I have to say ready. It's me. It's not everybody else. At least I wasn't the only one. All right. But yeah, I really need to like study up on these formats and like maybe play it a little more than 1 time a week. That would probably help a ton. Because when I was streaming like previously, before I kind of took a break from streaming, we were doing really well. And since I came back, not so much. But we'll see how today goes. All right. Create a 2/1 green spider creature token with a reach. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It becomes legendary spider hero. And target creature you control gains double strike on end of turn. Seems good. What else is in this pack? I mean, I might just take this. It is the rare. Terrific team up. For greater. The furnace. I just kind of want to see if we do take that, what we're passing. Double strike can't be blocked. This is going to be especially hard because I have at least a little familiarity with the Spider-Man cards from doing the Market Watch videos, and like now I'm going to be completely thrown with the new art and stuff here. So it's all good. All good. Perilous Lunge. I mean, it seems decent. Definitely Burst, decent. Yeah, like some good stuff here. Maybe something with wheel. There's a spider, avatar, and Gruul. I mean, maybe we can do something with spiders. I don't know. Yeah, that ain't go anywhere. All right, choose one or both. Tap target creature, untap creature. Good 2-drop. What else is here? So effect enters, like tap cards your library, reveal up to 2 creature cards among them, put 1 into your hand, put the rest on the bottom. Set, create a treasure token. We got this. Oh, it's this pick 2 also? Apparently this is also pick 2. At least that was a good pick though. I don't know if I want to go Boros though. Alright, so I guess I gotta step up my game here. We'll take one of these. Because maybe we can do ramp. We can either do ramp or maybe like Selesnya. We'll just keep those 2 things open. What else is here? There's this, but look what our first 2 picks were. So yeah, it says up here select 2. Did not say it in the menu when I started the game, so that's interesting. I could have played the regular select 2 then, I suppose. Anyway, what do we got here? Trying somewhat to stay in our colors since we are picking 2. Another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. This has flying. It seems good. There's There's no green. There is red. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card. Oh, yikes. I don't know if that's not too helpful. Well, that's removal, and it works in any color, so that's probably a good pick. Okay. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It fights target creature and opponent controls. Excess damage is dealt to the creature and opponent controls. This way, destroy up to 1 target. Okay, that's probably a good pick. There's also Shock. That's also probably a good pick. Maybe we are going Boros. This is kind of crazy. This seems that's like where the best cards have been. You know, looking quickly and racing the clock here, trying to pick 2 cards. We have some haste with Mayhem. That's probably decent. We got another one of these. Anything in green interesting here? There's also one of these. I do like the ramp here. I say we take this. I don't know if we want to take... Well, we're taking that. That's fine. Haste, discard a card, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. Sure. And then, I don't know. Secret Identity. Take those. And we're taking these apparently. Alright, let's keep moving here. Whenever you can. Oh, that's that one. Okay, that's that card. A lot of the same cards coming back already. Interesting. The spell class will cast for target spider. Gets 4/4 till end of turn. That's not bad. I don't know if we are on green at this point, though. We are pretty committed to red. Creature enters draw a card. I may take that actually. It's our red card here. 4/4 trample. Maybe. What's this do? Some cheaper stuff. I mean, Boros is supposed to be aggro, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how it really works. These colors don't seem to really gel in this set, but whatever, right? I already have one of these. It is legendary. It could be a little awkward. It's a 3/3 in web. That's not too bad. Not a lot of exciting red coming in this direction. That's probably good. Maybe take another of these. Maybe we can try to do a little bit of this bouncy stuff. Because we do have quite a few entrance triggers. So let's start looking for that. So we probably want to look at white and maybe green. Choose one, put a counter on each 2 target creatures. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put an artifact creature and a vehicle you control. That might not be horrible, actually. I don't want that, I don't think. I don't know if I want that either, though, but that's fine. Haste Mayhem. Maybe just take something for the end of the curve, because our curve is pretty light right now. Take that, it's fine. What's this thing do? My Edger's food token. And it's color fixing. That's not the worst pick, but right now I think I'm just gonna do that. Leaves the battlefield for a food token. Sure. Spiders. I don't know if I have an abundance of spiders. I know I have some. I also have this. Maybe we'll go with... Yeah, let's go with that. This deck's gonna be a mess. Watch. A couple of red cards. We'll take them. And yeah, we'll take what's left. Sure. That actually, that one isn't that bad. It was cast using a web. It enters with X +1/+1, where X is the mana value of the return creature. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Well, it's green though at this point. Yikes, I don't know. What's this do? Put them on counter another target creature. Attacks target creature you control gains lifelink till end of turn. That actually might be okay. We're not all in on that, but we probably have enough. There's another one of these. It's legendary, but I kind of like this card. I don't know, do we need some higher end stuff? Creature is flying if it's modified. That actually might be helpful for removal. We'll go with that. I really need to learn these cards. All right. What's this? It's not terrible. Get another rare and white. Enchant creature you control gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment on it. Well, dealt to enchant creatures. So it's a bodyguard effect as well. That actually isn't terrible. That's not bad either. 5/5. Do I have one of those though at one point? No, I had this is the one I got earlier. Well, they picked something for me. Okay. Let's see. When you first main phase, you may discard a card. You do spell value 4 greater. It deals 1 damage during. Okay. Well, I think we're just staying in our colors, right? And we'll just sort this stuff out in a second. Let's see if we can make a deck out of this. Maybe we can. That'd be something, wouldn't it? There's another shock. I'll definitely take that. There's another one of those. Probably don't need 2 of those, so I'll just take these. And then we'll see what we have and what kind of synergies we actually ended up with. Basic mountain, put into play tapped and shuffle. We're not going to have a ton of mountains probably, so that's sort of awkward. Manic Rendezvous maybe for a little bit of see some cards. Yeah. And we have one of these, another Romantic Rendezvous, another one of those. I don't know if we want 2 of these, but I mean that's maybe it's a good combat trick. Another Romantic Rendezvous. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. How moved my. Okay, that's fine. All right. Hang on. We got creatures 20. So, okay. Expendable creatures. All right. Let's see what's happening here. For starters, let's just do this so we can keep track of where we're at with lands. All right. So right now we'll keep that. Leaving the battlefield, getting a food token. That might be something we're interested in. We'll see in a second. 2/2 gains flying till end of turn. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We have 2 of these things. 1 or 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain first strike till end of turn. This is sorcery speed, so it's got to be more for attacking, obviously. Exile, tap 2 cards in your library, choose 1 of them. Until the end of your next turn, you may play the card. So that first one's good if you're behind. The second part's good if you're ahead. Doesn't seem like a terrible card. It's cheap. Shocks are going to be great. Haste, discard a card, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. Yeah, we're not doing a lot of graveyard interaction because we don't have the right color combination for that. So this is probably going to be a little awkward. As an additional cost, cast this spell, discard a card, pay 2. It does 3 damage to target creature. Might be fine. We'll see. We'll see if we need it or not. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. It fights. Good. Yeah, that one will keep. This one, okay, it's going to give us a 2/1 spider. It's very cheap. That was my main draw to it at the beginning. You get a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It becomes Spider Hero Legendary. And then target creature you control gains double strike till end of turn. So, I don't know. This feels okay. Like, it's a 2/1 for 2, if nothing else. And then that creature or another creature is going to get a little larger next turn. And then we have the double strike opportunity, perhaps. We'll keep it for right now. 2 of these, when it enters, choose 1 or both. Tap target creature or untap target creature. Good 2-drop. It is legendary, though. But it has flash, so we'll see. This, maybe we cut 1. I don't know. This creature enters a +1/+1 counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So a 2/2 for 2 with some upside. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof till end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. So good. We don't need that. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, how are we doing on that? We got a fair amount right now. Okay. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature activity. It deals 1 damage. It's a bear with upside. It's got that. If we're mana flooded, it does something. It's got that going for it. So we'll hang on and see what else is here. We definitely don't need 2 of those. We'll keep 1 for right now. I like this. This can kind of disrupt our opponent a little bit. So we'll go with that. This gives us some ramp, which I like. When you cast this spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap this creature. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. I like these as well, quite a bit. So far so good. And Web 3/3. Deathflame Burst. We got 2 of these, 4 damage. We have a lot of removal, or a lot of like that type of card. So we'll have to kind of see if we cut back there, like go down to 1 shock on one of these or something. Reach whenever Wardens of Silverweb Summit becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. It's a 2/3 reach for 3. Seems pretty good, actually. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, this deals 1 damage to that opponent. So I like being able to potentially give something unblockable. However, I don't know if we're going to have a ton of cards, expendable cards to toss away, because we don't have the other half of that mechanic, where there's benefit for that for the most part. So I may cut this one. Enchanted creature you control. Enchanted creature you control. Enchanted creature is +2/+2 for each aura or equipment. We don't have a ton of aura equipments, but it does give a bodyguard effect, which is interesting. Can gum up a game, but again, it does cost 4, and I don't know if it's always going to be great, especially if you're ahead, and you want to close the door. Like, our deck's sort of aggressive. I don't know if we want to slow the game down like that. So when this creature enters, choose 1, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, we do have things that care about +1/+1 counters, so that's probably fine. We don't have a lot of 4-drops, so our curve's already too tight in that spot. It says the Mayhem. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that does... It's just 1 card with Mayhem, but we do have, like, some things that synergize with it. When this enters, another target creature you control gains flying till end of turn. We got 2 of these. We have a lot of 5-drops, so we probably got to be thoughtful about this part. Okay, 2 of these. They're flyers, and they can help us push damage. I mean, I like them. Are they legendary? Yeah, of course they are. It's Spider-Man. Of course they're legendary. We got 2 of these. We don't need 2 of these. We'll keep 1 for right now. Menace. Discard this card until end of turn. Target creature you control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other types. This reminds me of a card from the past. I can't think of what it is. But sizable creature with menace has this ability attached to it. Probably decent. But we do have to make 9 cuts, so we got to really think about what we're doing here now. Okay, and finally we have this Haste Mayhem card. Okay, so we're kind of in 2 different weird places right now with this deck, which I don't love. But let me see how many creatures we have again. Oops. We have 18 creatures, so we can get rid of a couple of creatures and still be okay on that front. But right now, I'm thinking... yeah, I think we're going to get rid of that. We're not all in on putting counters on stuff, and we're not all in on Mayhem. We have a little bit of each, which is going to be terrible. I'll tell you right now. That's going to be bad. Well, you have to cut 8 cards, so... we could look at... we don't want to lose too much from our top end because we don't have much. We're not a full-on aggressive deck. We have a little bit of ramp that can get us to these things. Yeah, there is no synergy going on here at all. Okay, so let's go through these one more time, quicker this time. We know we need to get rid of 8 things. I don't have a lot of ways to bounce, so this is probably becoming not so good. I think I have 1 card that helps us bounce, right? So, okay, that's a good effect. 2 of these. Do we need 2 of these? Probably not. We don't want to get overwhelmed with combat tricks. So 2 combat tricks, we got a lot of removal. Like these cards are all removal. And then we got this. And then we got something else here somewhere. Yeah, I mean, Romantic Rendezvous only costs 2. I mean, it does play well with 2. We have 2 Mayhem creatures. But we also have ramp. Are we just going to be able to ramp into the Mayhem creatures before this works out? It's also some card advantage for us. Well, I guess not. It's really seeing more cards because you're discarding a card and you're playing this. So it's a 2 for 2. But you're digging, basically. Sorcery speed digging for 2. It's not bad, but I don't know if it's where we want to be with what we're doing here. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage. Yeah, I don't know if this is good enough. For that mana sink, 2+1/+1 counters on this creature. It is a trample creature, but it is on the ground. It gets pretty expensive. As a 2/2 with the versatility, it's actually good. However, we don't have a lot of creatures that are larger. Like, it's not going to matter that much in the scheme of things, I don't think. So this is probably one we could drop. This gives +1/+1 counter, and also, yeah, and it's removal. There's the other removal spell I was thinking of. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it when it leaves the battlefield. So 2/2, and I don't have, I mean, it will die at some point, I suppose. Like, I guess that's decent. I don't want to get rid of too many creatures. This is good. It's a legendary, which could be awkward, but I like the card. We have a lot of chances. This can probably go. I like it generally. You get that +1/+1 counter, then the double strike. But if you're behind, that double strike is doing zilch for you. Or if you're in a close match, it might not do anything for you. So, yeah, it's a little too much of a win more type situation, I think. Although the first two pieces are helpful. Okay, again, we don't have bounce, so we're playing a 3/3 for 3, which in itself is not horrible. There's another removal spell. Has mayhem. Oh, we got 2 of them. We don't need 2 of those. At the very least 1. We probably need to get rid of removal at this point because we just have too much. So let's see. We have a shock. We have 2 shocks. I like the cheap stuff, but that gets outclassed as the game goes on. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. It's good with first strike, though, which I don't know if I have a ton of first strike going on. There's also this 5 damage, discard this card, destroy target artifact. I don't know how much that's going to come into play. 5 damage for 5, a little expensive, but it is one of the cards that takes care of something larger. We don't have a ton of other options when it comes to larger things, because this does 2, this one does 3. This is actually a little expensive. Again, if you're discarding a card and you want to discard a card, and we do have a couple opportunities where that matters, then okay. So I'll keep it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I want to get rid of a shock. I mean, fighting is a way for us potentially to take out a larger creature. And you got to remember too, we also have these combat tricks. So like, I don't want to get too, I don't want a handful of removal and combat tricks and no creatures. That's my concern here, more than anything. Yeah, so we definitely need to get rid of the last 2 cards that have to go. Are going to have to be this gives first strike. I actually do like this card. And I do like this one too, for different reasons. Let's just quickly look at some of these more expensive. 4 or greater, we probably want that. So if we do get rid of removal, we'll probably keep that one. It also has some versatility tied into it. I don't want to get rid of any more creatures. This is a mayhem payoff. We have a few opportunities to make that happen. I don't want to lose any creatures at this point. So maybe one of the shocks can go, and probably want to keep that. I know, probably this, because we do have some ways to deal with larger things. So, all right, and then as far as our mana goes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's just do that. I think is probably about right. All right. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, these are best of 3 games we're going to be playing too, so, you know, sideboard options are a thing, so we'll have to pay attention to what they're playing. Yikes. Yikes, I tell ya. I don't know. I really didn't like the pick 2, and I really didn't like it did not tell you it was pick 2 until we did our first pick and learned. That was not cool. All red, of course. Gosh. If we draw planes, we got that. Opponent's going first. They mulligan. I'll keep. We do have this eventually. Yikes. Yikes, I tell ya. Our opponent is having some trouble with their hand. Alright, well that was a good draw. We'll take it. Now we have a turn 2 play. Turn 3 play 2. Alright. Player spider. Alright. That's fine. Hey, look. We'll hold back on that. Just play this. This could come in handy, maybe, depending on what happens. Could also just simply play. We'll play this. Opponent's in a little bit of trouble right now. Hang on to that for right now. We'll hang on to that. I can play this and untap this, or I could hold it back and tap what they play. I'll probably do that. That's a good card, though. Opponents manage to gain life, too, which is probably not great in this matchup. We do need that. Trying to think if there's anything here I want to use to rummage. Or I could just play this out. I kind of want to keep this combat trick back. How important is this to us? I definitely want to keep those two things. I might decline that. I just think right now this is important, and I'm afraid I would just hit a land, and I don't need any more land. Green. We we could use, if they do attack, which they probably won't. This is the soul gem, isn't it? At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yikes. And it's indestructible. Well, that sucks. Yeah, alright, well, that's unbeatable. Okay, wonderful. So we tried out Wright, I guess. Right now they don't have any creatures in their graveyard, but killing this is kind of off the table. Yeah, well, there you go. Now they got stuff on their graveyard. Well, I think that's GG's for game one here. Can I protect that? How much damage is it doing? 5. This is exchange life totals. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna try to save this. Just because I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna use that as a gotcha for the flyer. Hey Jayla, how are you doing? Welcome. Opponent just played the Soul Stone, which is awesome. So that's going on. That's what you missed. And they're about to just exchange life totals. So if I attack, they put this into play. If they lose life, they could choose to lose life. And then they draw cards. 7, 8. And destroying stuff doesn't really matter. So I guess I ride that out. I mean, they don't have to select that either. They don't have any other creatures, so I guess they just will. Wow. This is just game warping. Like, without that card, I think we're fine. I think we got this, but, man, this thing is not cool. That's interesting. Okay. So they decided not to do that, I guess. Now our life totals are close. I mean, I assume they have a trick, too, if I attacked with everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can make it 13 with that. Yeah. Then we're just, that's GG's. Like, all I can do. Does that go to the graveyard? No, I guess not. Goes back to, okay. At the beginning of your end step, if you have 2 more creatures, okay, so now they have a 3/4. Well, this gets us up to within 1, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Unless I get that back, but it will have Summoning Sickness. Can't do it. The only thing I can do is play this out, and then just be like, if they don't have a good play, maybe they got a counter spell. They have what, 3 mana open. One of it's blue. Yeah, I don't like the pick 2 either, J-Lo. I should have played Bloomburrow. I always did a lot better with Bloomburrow. Probably would have been a better stream. Yeah, the Soulstone. No fun. So we can't attack. I don't want to get rid of either of those cards because they could potentially help us win next turn. Potentially. I'm going to say no attacks here. I could have attacked with a 3. Our life totals have been close enough. It wouldn't matter that much, but... Let's see what our opponent does next turn. I can destroy a creature. There's that. Is that actually going to come into play, though? That is lifelink, too, which is awkward. So we'd have to kill that. We could kill that with that. We could kill that with that. They're attacking. They could play that and gain and draw 4 cards, but that doesn't put them in a great spot. Or they could just do that. That works too. Okay. Alright, well, then there's this. Yeah, true. True. I figured it is the Pro Tour is going on though, so I'm not I don't know how many people are going to be watching anyway. I'm up against the Pro Tour finals. But if you're really tired of watching Modern, or if you're just tired of good Magic and you just want to watch some Spider-Man, you've come to the right place. Man, Soulstone. How much does that cost? It's like now it's a black and 1. Ouch. This is painful. I'm playing best of 3, so that's not going to be fun going up against this thing again. Didn't come across anything in the draft that sure yeah, I think that's gonna be game. Let's see what's on the top of my library. Play a mountain. Or I can play this. Well, it's a creature, so I guess there's that. I can destroy their creature, but I don't think that's doing anything right now. I think we just hold out of these cards just in case our opponent messes up and we have a gotcha moment. I mean, they could exchange life totals if they wanted to. That would draw them cards. That doesn't really make sense, though. Hey, Omar, welcome. Good to see ya. Yeah, I think we just pass here. Can't really take the 3, but I can't really lose the creature either. I could trick them into getting another 2 points of damage here, which would be 4. But yeah, I mean, I can do that for 3 mana. I don't think I have anything for 2 mana that's going to matter. I think I'm just going to take that. Makes this card awkward too in their hand. If they really made a mistake and used it, then we got them, I guess. But I don't think they're going to do that. They're 1 mana away from using this, right? Or maybe 2 mana away. 7. They only have 5. Okay, they're 2 away. Enchant lands. 3 green. Okay. Yup. You got it. Citizen token. Yep. Yup. I could have saved. Guess I could have saved the bird, but then I would have lost the ability to use that to buff later to pump. So that's game either way. All right, that's cool. All right, GG's. Well, for that round anyway. All right. Yep. Man, our opponent has got some strong mythics to contend with. Is there anything that can help us with the soul stone? That wouldn't even have helped us when that's in that situation. Another one of those. I mean, the only thing we could do is just try to get aggressive and like outrun it, and just kind of throw in anything that's going to help us play faster. I mean, that would be a thing. So like we'll keep the haste creature. The menace creature is probably fine. Flying creature gives us evasion. This kind of sucks to lose our 4 drops, but we do have 2 ramp creatures, mana dorks. That helps us get aggressive though. They're small stuff. This is not a huge creature, but although that can, well, yeah, it can be sort of aggressive too. These things are a little slower, I mean, the card draw is good, but what would we want if we wanted to speed up the game? Oh, we don't have much time left anyway. The only thing would be this 1/1 haste, right? Maybe one of these. But, I don't know. We'll just keep what we got here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's one way to go. But I don't really have that much that's more hasty than I already have. I could bring in more direct damage. We will play. And yeah, this is good. I see why the opponent was mulliganing so aggressively. Probably trying to hit the soulstone. You can just mulligan a couple times if you hit that. Who cares? I'm going ramp. Or put this down and just be aggressive. That's another thing we could do. Because we don't need to ramp right away. Let's just do this. Let's try to slow them down early if we can get some early damage across. But then they could always switch life totals with us, like at any given moment basically in the mid to late game. So we have to expect that to hit us. They'll take the food token. Yup. Our deck had a good start last game too. It's just it was fine actually. if the opponent didn't play the Soulstone, where we had that game, but yeah, it just killed us. Killed us. All right. Kind of how we started last time too. Yeah, they want that life. They want their life total getting too low. I mean, I guess why you don't want to waste your mana either. So, if they had open mana, why not? I mean, I don't know. Unless they pull out the Soulstone. Even so, I mean, they're kind of in a bad spot right now because we have this thing's legendary. But we could play one after the other. And they have to contend with that, which is awkward for them. And now we have a couple useful things here. Just keep the pressure on. Like, what does this thing do? Run this out just to slow them down. Next creature they play is going to come into play tap. They'll put them down to 1. So shock would do it. Oh, they got that though. Yeah, I forgot about the board sweep too. Man, they have it all. They got it all. They got it all. That's that thing. They'll populate their battlefield pretty good. Fair enough. Got more of those. All right. Yeah, that hurts. Right now, if we could get across with damage, which we won't be able to get across with that, but we'd still be one short of defeating our opponent. There it is. There it is. Man. This deck. It's not even the deck. It's like 3 cards. This is the 2 mythics and the support sweep. Yeah, they gotta think about, I don't know, damaging me. Maybe they don't. That plays great with the Soulstone. That's what they did the last game too, and they got this in their graveyard now. I mean, it's gonna cost them, what is it, 7 to cast? That's that. All right. Well, this mercifully comes to an end. Pretty crazy, though. Pretty crazy draft they had. And, you know, I shouldn't discount this either. It's also very good. Sure. Okay, hopefully we'll get a matchup that doesn't have, like, a constructed deck that we have to go up against. Because I actually don't think our deck was that bad. I think both times we, like, were a heartbeat away from winning. And then it was just, you know, board sweep, Soulstone, mill yourself, play out the tokens and buff them. Like, okay. Okay, then. If we come up against like a normal deck, I think we got a chance, which is saying something because I don't love our deck. I don't know a lot about the format, but it doesn't seem like you want to be in Boros. But here we are in Boros, and considering that, it seems okay. It does. So. All right, yeah, sure. Assume this is J. Jonah Jameson in the actual set. Another one of these, but we're gonna play. Actually, it looks like we're playing that, unless we draw something else. Self-mill, okay. Guess I could play this. I don't know if that matters though. Only thing I could use, I guess, is a shock if I hit it. So we take 5 from this. They built up quick. Yeah, probably, because we're gonna need that board presence. I can play this, and you know that will help, but. That'll at least protect us. Awesome. Not a lot of big creatures. Like, this has been sort of useless for us. Could go with the flyer. Opponent's got a lot of cards. Opponent's got a lot of cards. They're thinking about something. Yup. I want to get rid of this. Is the priority. I mean, they have open mana, so this may not happen either way, but are they still thinking about this attack? Or they have an instant that they're didn't realize it. Okay, well, this probably won't happen, but we're gonna try. I can well, I can't. Don't have mana. If I had mana, we could, but we can't. All right. Where is it? Where's the combat trick? It's probably my own combat trick. It's probably the +2/+2. Huh. There's a combat trick. Okay, let's hold back these combat tricks. Can't really hold back both, I suppose. But at least this one I'm going to hold back. So let's do this. Attack. Let's just play that out. If they attack with these three, I can kill the 2/2. Then I have to decide if I want to take 4 or chump. Okay. Well, that's bad. Yeah, that was terrible for us. That'll do it. Attack with the flyers. We can kill one of them. Probably just kill the 2/2. They can attack with. Well, yeah, let's get summoning sickness. Okay. So I can't kill that. Kill this, I guess. But now there's two flyers we're up against. Well, kind of, sort of. I have no choice but to just get rid of this right now. I could attack for 5, put him down to 10. I don't know how risky that would be. If they have a way to deal with our existing flyer, which we can give it hexproof. So I don't want to play that because I want that opened. See what they can do. Well, they're digging, so... I mean, we have 10 on the battlefield. Card has been super awkward. That's a spider, of course. If I attack with everything, they have to block something. They could block the 2-3 and go down to 9, but they may be scared to do that. I got some surprises for them. Shock would have been nice, actually. Might be, depending on how they block, we might be able to pull this out. I mean, they gotta be afraid of our open mana. We got red. They gotta do a conservative block here. That's what they're doing. A little less conservative. Huh, okay. Could kill that. I could kill everything. Now, I can play that, or I can hold this back. Probably hold that back. Hey, Cesareo. Yeah. This is tight. This game's tight. They have to have a removal spell, right? Although, they probably would have used it, unless they just drew it. Yeah. That leaves them with 4 mana. Got another play here, potentially. Combat, heal up, resolve, heal up. 2 attackers. How do you feel about that? If they don't have an answer, game's over. Now we just attack into their trap. But we have a card. We have a creature to block. So, oh, we still got him. Okay, cool. That was close. That was close. All right. So, any changes we want to make to our deck? I don't think so. I mean, I could put in another shock. I don't know if that's going to do anything. They did have a lot of small creatures with the shock over. I know this did help us, but maybe a shock would have just been better. This is more versatile than a shock, though. And we already have 1 shock. So, yeah, let's just keep it. This deck seems more like a draft deck, unlike the legacy deck we played last game. Silliness. Silliness. Our opponent from round 1 is going to, I think, just sweep quickly. Probably in 2 games. So they'll be on the play this turn. I think we played first last game, didn't we? Yeah. And they still had a great start. Like a really great start. They just kind of fizzled after that. Although I can't say they fizzled. It was close the whole time. They had mana. They had plays. They did have 2 cards in their hand at the end of the game. They took 2 cards from me. Played them both. Choosing whether to play. Of course you play. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, well, we're going to take them all again. Ouch. I got a shock. And I got this, which can get me to a land. I guess I keep. That's horrible. Let's just get rid of this because we're not going to get 2 white anytime soon, probably. Well, at least we drew a land. Man, this is ugly. Creature did what it needed to do. Not gonna bother shocking that. This is actually kind of helpful, sort of. I mean, we still need white, but at least it is ramp if we draw into a plains. I can also play this next turn if we don't. That's gonna get awkward quick. Play that for 1 white. Let's do this. Okay. Oops, I just used the wrong land, didn't I? That's fine. Works. Now we're in trouble, though. Well, our opponent seems to be going through a similar thing as we are. Can I still play that? Oh, I have another turn to play it? I thought it was just 1 turn. What's that card say? Until the end of your next turn. I don't know. Well, that was good then. How about that? Really need to draw planes. We lose this game. Shuffler beat us with that 6 mana opening hand. And then another one of them. Man. What can you do? What can you do? And we need to turn it on like right now. or this is gonna get away from us. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Well, they might draw all planes, so right? This is a rough one. We've just if it wasn't for bad luck, there have been no luck so far today. That first game was I don't even know how to describe the deck my opponent had. Crazy mythics, board sweeps, insane, unbeatable, simply unbeatable. And now we're beating ourselves with these draws. Well, they got something besides all planes. They're trying to make a decision. How is this possible? I drew all planes. Oh boy. Exactly. Oh, hey, look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh no. What can we actually do now? Well, we can play this. Just play it out. All we can do. Probably a little too late, I think, unfortunately. I think it's going to get away from us. I mean, I don't know what our opponent took from us. I'm sure they're good cards. You know. Another one of those things. Wow. We didn't even see any of those in the first game. It's the third one we've seen this game. And they're good. I get it. Although, I don't know, like, high mana spells, again, not super familiar with the set. I don't know, like, how many quality ones there are. And if you're playing a ramp deck, wonderful. These Lurking Lizards are pretty awesome. Sure. They want to use that in a 3/3 vanilla. I'm not super upset about that. Can't even use my combat trick for one white here. I should have known we're in trouble, though. This guy's got a spider icon. He's probably really into the Spider-Man, huh? Okay, well, what are they doing here? They have what open? A black and a green? I mean, they could have some kind of... Or they could have my spells. What do I have that would pump? This is in my hand. I guess they could pump one if... Well, no, I used that card, right? Yeah. They could have the other one that pumps one, though. But if they do, I guess they do. I guess they got me. Or they have a way to bring this back from the graveyard and they want to draw another card. That could be... I mean, I'll bite what he got. Like, probably should just take the one, but, like, I'm curious. They don't have anything. Maybe they just want to recur that. Well, this is a thing that I suppose we are playing right now to try to, like, slow things down a little bit. They could have my shock, I suppose, but they probably would have used it if they did. I used that too. That's right. So, I mean, I have more damage spells. Is there anything worth returning here? I could return that, but I don't know if that's doing anything for us. Probably better off buffing the two creatures we have on the battlefield. I do like that card, though, especially if we could have bounced it or flickered it somehow. That Principled Referee, which again I think is it legend? Yeah, no, it's not legendary. It's Human Citizen, so maybe it's not J. Jonah Jameson. I thought it would be. Huh. So they're trying to mill. Yeah, we got that. That's good. So I don't really have any answers for anything right now. Maybe they do have 2 planes. Could you imagine? They drew all planes. Because how many cards do you draw with that thing? If it's down here. 9 cards. All 9 planes. Well, I guess I have 1 plane, so. Or did I do 8 planes? I did, yeah, I did 8 planes, right? Yeah. I think I had 9 mountains, 8 planes. Yup. Yup. That hurts. Yeah, we got nothing right now, really. Like, I don't even know what I can draw to catch up. I think we're going to game 3 here. Yeah. So if I take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I feel like just kind of taking it this turn because I don't want to start giving up these creatures right now because we're going to need better blocks. Okay, this is interesting. Gives us something. I can actually cast this. And I think I kind of have to. It's a sorcery, so I can't do anything tricky with it. I just think I need to kill what I can kill. Alright. I mean, now I can joint block, kill something. But we'll be down. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can block a 2. I mean, assuming they don't play a spell to buff those things again, which they probably will. If that's still a 2/4, I can block that with a 3/3. I can take the 4, block the 3/5 with the other 2 creatures. Then I would just have to deal with the 4/4. I do have the combat trick, but they can only be blocked. It can only be blocked by 1 creature, right? That's the story here. By one, yeah, one creature. Okay. All right. Now that goes back to my hand, so they can steal. There you go. They can steal 2 more of my cards. Have the rest of my planes. Yeah, there's one of the cards they took. Yeah, it's kind of that. Do it out of 1. Just curious what my draw is. It's not planes. Somehow, some way, it's not a planes. Okay, so that's game, right? If they just attack with everything. Alright. Got 1 red showing. Attack. Oh, please. You know what? Concede. They probably already saw my cards. They don't need to see any more of my deck. Or they probably did. Alright. Anything else we want to do about that? Another one of these might not be a terrible idea. The shock, maybe that instead of the shock. Because those creatures got big fast. The shock wasn't doing a ton. I mean, we made it work, but the first strike with the buff might be helpful. Again, do we have something that's like sort of cheap? They don't have a lot of like interaction with us other than what they stole from us, so maybe this. Although that gets rid of something power 4 greater. That could get rid of something larger too. This was even close to like not being good enough. Yeah, maybe I'll just drop that. I mean, I think we need as much board presence as we can get. We'll drop that. We have a couple different options to take care of larger things. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. They don't seem to have, like, efficient ramp, though. Like, it seems like they have the ramp deck, but they're not playing the ramp portion of it. But we ended up with that part in the draft. We just don't have anything to ramp to. We'll play first. Oh, man, it's another super land-heavy hand, but I'm going to keep it. Just try to run out quickly here as much as possible. Like, looks like they're taking them all in. We're, you know, we'll probably get flooded, but what can you do? Like, I really don't want them all again after the last game. Probably should, but we have a 2-drop. We have something we can use our lands on, you know. And if we can draw, like, not a land, like, that's fine, you know. Then this hand will probably be okay. Well, it's not a land. A little bit of an awkward combat trick, but not a land. Get it for 2. We need to just keep drawing heat. They got some kind of play here, maybe. I got this if I need to protect this, if they try to hit me with that -3/-3 spell again or something. Because I would like to keep this, because with it I can play the, oh yeah, you know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Because we can play this out next turn now. Assuming nothing else happens to this. They have a 3-mana play. Oh, that's actually good. That's good. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, they took it. Yikes. They must have. Well, I was tapped out. Oh, maybe they misclicked too. We got away with one there. We got away with one there. One reach. That's interesting. Puts the land on top. It will slow them down a little bit. Are they more than 2 colors? Seems like not the type of card I'd want to play normally. Alright. Oh, this is legendary. Legendary. Well, that's okay. So when something happens to this one, we have another one. Should have guessed it was legendary. Spider-Man. course that thing's a spider. Of course it is. What else would it be? All that extra removal I just pumped into this deck. Be a great time for it to come up. Oh, did it? No, this is a haste creature. But hey, it's a haste creature. There's probably a way. Let's see. I can attack with this, attack into that. That will die. Not great attacks. Could just attack with a haste creature. This thing's a 3/5, huh? Well, maybe that's okay. I mean, I can't kill that. But I think this is one of those situations you just put the pressure on. Make them think about their blocks. If I go in with everything, I still have this to play with. They can eat something, but yeah, I'm gonna just do it. Because I think what this should do for us, depending on how they block, we still they'll probably try to get rid of the flyer, which is fine because we can replace it with another one. That, yeah, that's what I thought. Get rid of that. Oh, they're double blocking that. That's interesting. And they're eating the ramp card, the Mana Dork. Okay. Well, that's fine with me. Flyer's still alive, so I can't really just play this out, but see if it stays alive. I mean, they're in a 2-turn clock right now. Kind of aggressive stuff here. This is not, let's see, trample. Yeah. I mean, some card draw can be annoying. Is there any creature here that, not really. Probably the smartest thing to do is just play it safe. Throw this out. Well, they have to block. Maybe it is good because they can block here. This won't die now. They have some tough choices to make. They block the 3/3 and eat it and take 4 and go down to 2. We don't really have a good way of getting the last 2 across. Drawing our shock is probably our best bet. Although we stuffed this deck with removal, and so far we've only seen nothing. Yeah, nothing. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Nothing. So we're due. This is a 6/6 reach now, though. That's problematic. So we got to find a way to like get by. And we could. It's ward 2, but we could tap it if we get one of the tappers. We have 1 tapper left. They're tagging. Well, that's sort of helpful. Yeah, that's very helpful. This is just ward 2. Okay. Yup. Did it. Got there. It was a little bit of a battle, though. All right. 1 win. We have 1 game remaining. So, okay, last game. Can we get the 2 wins out of this? Can we? See what we go up against. I'm not hating this, though. I thought I would not be into this, these games with the set, but I'm kind of digging it. Thanks, Cesareo. Yeah, those were tough. They were scrappy little games. That game too with the mana issues was kind of funny, but like the first and third game were pretty close, both of them. So this is good. Like we got the ramp. We can do some damage. Opponent's going to go first, but that's fine. It's kind of good. I'm starting to feel a little better now that I've been playing more again, too. Like, when I first started streaming again, I hadn't played in months. And, you know, when I used to stream, we had really good records. Like, we were doing really well. But since I picked it back up, I've been, not having the best drafts. But I feel like I'm getting a little more back into it again. So hopefully. It doesn't help there's a new set every like few weeks too. And I like have no time to like actually study the formats. But that's alright. Okay, this is interesting. This will untap if I play this, but then I kind of waste it. That's the discard thing. Do I just want to attack and play out? I can play out another one. I can play out, I guess just, or I can play out the 3/3. Maybe let's do this. Let's attack. And just play out the 3/3. That opens up this card too for us to do like 4 damage to something like this, for example. I assume our opponent wants cards in their graveyard, so maybe that's what we do. We have no lands, a little awkward. I could also play this, just do 4 flat out, and save this for later. Or I could play this and this. Although that will die, because it's fight. I don't know if I want to do that. So let's just do this. Let's get rid of this before they can... I mean, I guess they can still discard if they want to, can't they? And just attack him for 5. Just get aggressive. They got a lot of mana. Okay. Probably hit this, I bet. No, they went with that. They're worried about their life total. I could, well, it's a sorcery. I don't want to play this out. I mean, I goes, well, it gets the +1/+1 counter too. But I also got to consider the fact that I'm not drawing any lands, so maybe I just pull this. And do 2 more damage. That might be fine, good enough. Like, we do have removal for days right now. So we could kind of aggro out and just like keep attacking with our little creatures and blow up what they put out, I suppose. This also does what? Discard this card, destroy target artifact. I mean, that's not a problem for us. And it's on the battlefield, so it's definitely not a problem for us. Okay, let's see what they do here. I can destroy something larger than 4. Whoa, what is this? Is this Cosmic Spider-Man? I think so. I don't know what this thing does, other than it's crazy good, right? Menace, Trample, Haste. When it attacks, you may sack another creature. Okay, so this is... yeah, it's gotta go. Yeah, probably not so much, right? Not so much. Okay. Get rid of that. I can actually still play this. These will untap. Okay, so I can still fight something. I can still hit something for 3. And I also have this menace creature that I could play. And untap my thingamabobbers. So my opponent's starting to run out of options, but they do have clearly stuff to do here. They can blow something else up. Okay. So I can't play that anymore unless I draw a land. 4 or 5. Can I do it? No, because I have to fight. What's this do if I discard? Oh, target creature you control. It's... yeah. I mean, they could blow it up. That'd be awkward as heck, but it could also just win the game right here. So I think we have to try. I also have this as a combat trick if things go wrong. Opponent's thinking. Okay, -3/-3. I can prevent that, right? Yeah. So they survived. This is target creature. So, I don't know. Let's see what they play. I don't need to show them the shock if I don't have to, right? Well, I guess I have to. That game, we had all the answers. I'm sure my opponent's like, what is happening right now? Alright. Well, I don't know. We didn't really see much of our opponent's deck. I think we just keep what we got here. I kind of like these best of threes, actually. Now, granted, I guess if they were best of ones, we would be on to. We would have won 2 out of 3 already. Now I got to win another game. But I do kind of like the best out of 3, I think. Maybe I'll play more of this. I always play best of 1, but I figure we see more decks and kind of goes a little faster, but this is a little more thoughtful. So, yeah, this game, we'll see. Our opponent has an opportunity to sideboard, and like I said, we had all the answers that game. So, like, I don't think this game's going to be as easy for us. I mean, that was just like, we had it. You know, they did something, we had the answer. They did something, we had the answer. I do like those spiders. Those Matadork spiders. They're quite good. Especially when they untap. Like, you play something that costs 4 and untap them. You still get, like, the attack in sometimes, or you have the blocker, or whatever. Pretty good. Or you could tap for more mana, right? Like, pretty good. Alright. Good opening hand. We'll keep. Get some free shots in on us, huh? I'm not going to use a shock on that. A little awkward that we have shock and this in our hand, but it's life. Okay. I mean, might as well. Of course I can. Well, I don't have the thing that pumps, but eventually this could be a pump situation. I'll take the trade. Okay. This gets a little awkward now. It'll take a while to transform. Right now it's just a 3/3. Can do 2. Could play that. Yeah, maybe I'll hold back and just play that. And I'll also hold back the shock. Just see what we can do. What they attack with. They should attack with both. I mean, maybe they won't into open mana, but they probably just should. I think that's probably the right thing to do. Because I could be stuck, right? See if they can just kill this outright. They have an answer. They do. They 2 for 1 does pretty good. And just the flash creature. And they drew off it though. That's fair enough. Okay. Probably just play the 4/3 this turn. Get some defense on the board. Some board presence. And then we can play the haste creature next turn. Death touch. Yeah, we almost have to get rid of that first. Throw some haymakers. They could. I could just attack. I mean, they can kill. See what they do. They want to keep that 3/3. They can attack him for 5. You're gonna use that. They want to block that 5/4. Oh, they got shock. Okay. They also draw a card off it, which is pretty good, actually. Probably gonna just lose to that. Really could use a removal spell right now. Mm-hmm. See if we can scare them into just taking this. That's good. Okay. Yeah, blocking it would have been good for them. They would have drew a card off it. They would have gone to... They would have lost 1 point, taken 1 point of damage. But they would have drawn a card. I would have lost the 5/4. I mean, unless that 3/4 discarding effect is really important to them. Maybe it is. Yeah, I mean, they have Mayhem, so... Yeah, they can play Cosmic Spider-Man, huh? That seems good. I think I'm going to take the 4 here. I could joint block, lose this. I mean, they're going to play this right now. Maybe I should get that off the battlefield while I can. They're going to get another card. Sucks. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to take it. I don't want to give him a card. Yup. 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 Okay. So first things first, we do have to attack with this because we need to see another card. I guess I'll hold back the 5/4 because now we're in trouble. Fight. We could fight that. That's the largest thing. But this will die. You do this now and lose this. Other card though. Yeah, I mean it's just gonna beat us in the end. I mean they could win here if they can just do one more point of damage. So, probably when we sideboard, yeah, there you go. When we sideboard here, probably kind of like we did last game. Maybe bring in some more heavy duty removal, deal with these 3 and 4 power toughness creatures. They want to show us more of their hand. That's cool too. So yeah, let's look at that again as an option. I think we just go bigger with our removal. Like this could help. This might actually be useful to a degree if they play that other card again and ping themselves too much. We also have another, well, I don't know. Okay, so we gotta get rid of 3 things. Let's get rid of the shock. Again, stuff that's small. You probably want that because there are enough 3 toughness. This was a little awkward, so I'll probably get rid of that. And a little more board presence would have helped us last game, but that's fine. We also have this if we want to get really crazy. Or not this. This. That would be pretty crazy. Let's take that. Let's get rid of maybe this. I mean, although it helps kind of push the threshold a little bit of our power toughness, which might matter. Might get rid of one of these. I don't know. I do like this card, but it's awkward being too white. It slowed us down last time. Later in the game, it's great though. Oh, ran out of time. Well, I guess I'm running with 42 cards. I thought I had more time. I looked up and I must have misread that. All good. All good. We'll play first. Awkward, but I think we can keep this. So we do have an early play. We just need to hit 1 mountain. How hard could that be, right? probably pretty hard. Yeah, 9 mounts in the deck. I mean, this slows him down a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If we can hit a mountain, we got a good chance here. If we can't, well, it's been fun. We had a good run. We had a good run. All right, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got? Okay, that's fine. Man, this is not good for us. Yeah, we're stuck. Can't play anything. May play around their +2/+2 flying card. I would if our opponent remembers that we have that. Yeah. This hurts though. If we lose this because of the mana again. Yeah, I guess I should have mulliganed, but yeah, I think they got us. Oh well. I mean, we could still draw a mountain here and maybe be okay and be able to recover, but this is getting away from us quick. What can you do? I could have mulliganed. Maybe that would have been the right move. I just really thought I had 3 planes, I had a 2 drop. I have 9 mountains in the deck. I thought it would be okay. I thought wrong. I thought wrong. Yep. No, can't play that either. Alright, there you go. GG's. Disappointing. I would have liked to play this game out with like some mana, because I do think it would have been a fun matchup, because I think these matchups have been pretty cool. I mean, even if we got the red source, we're still in trouble here. Our opponent's having a good draw. We could get rid of, like, we could have hit some of these creatures, but it would have been slow. They could have kept coming, you know what I mean? So yeah, you got it. So there you have it. And I'll say, you know what? I kind of like this Spider-Man. I didn't like the pick 2. I didn't like that it didn't tell us it was pick 2, and that was no bueno. But I do like I did like the format. I don't know, like, more than I thought I would. Like, just by looking at the cards when they were being previewed and stuff, I was kind of like, whatever. But like, this has been pretty fun, I must say. You know, I did enjoy it. So yeah, for what it's worth, I'd play this again. I hope they have a regular draft next week, because next week, if they have a regular draft, we'll play that. I will, before I go though, thank you all for joining me, by the way. I really appreciate that. I know you have a lot of options when it comes to watching Magic, like the Pro Tour that was going on today, but but for whatever reason you chose to be here, so I appreciate that. I'm sure the Pro Tour is probably over by now, right? So they were, when I left, when I turned on the stream, they were, I think, about to start the second semifinal, and then they just had that match and the final match left. But which, I mean, sometimes they can get drawn out, but it's probably over. Anyway, before I go, if I can pull this up, my second computer screen is no good. That's what I need to do, is get another computer. Okay. Before I go, though, speaking of Spider-Man, I do want to say thank you all for joining us. And again, as a reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming, so check them out, flipsidegaming.com. You can get Spider-Man there if you want to have the kind of fun that I had today. You can do that. You can also get pre-orders in for Avatar right now, and they have a whole lot of other stuff too, Magic and other things. If you want to try out some other games or what have you, they have a lot of stuff there. And so, like I said at the opening, they are a local game store, which is pretty cool. Like, they're not just a big company doing mail order or whatever. I mean, they're a true game store, which, you know, I enjoy working with them if for no other reason for that. But they've been awesome for many years for the channel. So so check them out. If your order's over $100 or is only singles, you do get free shipping in the U.S. And I'll have a direct link. Of course, I have one in the description. I'm going to put one in the comment section too after the stream's over. So check them out for sure. And hang on here. And I guess that's that for today. Thank you all again for joining me, and we'll come back next week. I'll be doing another Market Watch video on Saturday, and then Sunday probably again doing another stream. So hey, no problem, Cesareo. Thanks for being here again. Thank you for all your support and everything. Very generous, and it means a lot, because you know, we'll say it's you know, it's tough maintaining, you know, the channel, just because you know, I have other stuff going on all the time, real job and all that stuff, and you know, but I do like to do the videos and stuff, so it does help a lot. So thank you again for all your support, sincerely. So and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get a lot of viewers today with the Pro Tour going on, of course, and it was pretty slow, but that's fine, and I had a good time. That's the main reason I've been doing these streams. They're fun, and I need to get back into playing more Magic. That's which is, you know, it's funny because, you know, for several months I was just so busy. I wasn't playing. A few sets went by. I didn't play any arena or anything. I really felt like I got out of practice and stuff, but you know, being back at it, like, it's fun. I think it's good for me to do, you know, so I'm going to try to keep doing this for a bit. So anyway, again, thanks, Cesareo. Thank you to everybody who joined us today, and yeah, until next time, you know, come by Saturday. We'll have the finance video, the Market Watch, and then probably next Sunday I'll most likely be doing another stream. I'll let you know on the Saturday video. But anyway, have a great day, everyone. I will talk to you soon.